kind of a kooky idea, I have to say. But the cabinet guy, the guy, seemed to think that it was a good idea and it would work. So some kind of a unit, I don't know if it's cabinets, you know, shelving or a marine type finish so that it's waterproof. There's lots of details. This sounds really sketchy. Doesn't it sound sketchy?
Room for improvement.
But the guy said it was a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'm going to count on him to help us figure this all out. Hi everyone.
How are ya?
More blue tape and black marker.
Let the games begin.
Yeah, welcome to our part 2 of the reveal. What our plan is, what our goals are. This is the shower and toilet area where we are doing major changes.
Yeah, very ambitious. You know, we knew the second we bought this RV that this had to change. You know, even if we kept everything else the same, this was not functional. So we always had this, and Lynn found some great ideas online, you know, so she can share that a little bit with you, you know.
Yes, I would love to take credit for this idea, but it's not mine. I found it online and I fell in love with it, and really that was sort of the catalyst to everything.
Right.
We knew that it would totally work for what we wanted. It would give us what we needed, and so we basically said, okay, that has to happen, and then everything else goes from there.
Right. The cabinetry guy thinks it's workable.
The guy.
Yeah.
The guy says it's a good idea.
There's a proof of concept out there, and actually the guy up in Michigan's also gonna do the
Bill and
exact
Suzette.
same. Yeah.
Yeah, who also thought it was a great idea, and they're going to be doing the same thing.
Right.
So
Here we go.
here we go. All right, you want to start with the AC?
Oh, sure. So, AC unit, gotta go. As we mentioned the other day, we're going to be removing the AC units off the top of the RV. Aesthetically great. Solar panels makes it much easier. Accessibility, everything. But this particular unit, which is the rear unit, is when this gets taken out, is going to give us a place for a shower head. Shower area used to be here, very small, non-functional, and we're just going to move it right to the center of the vehicle where, you know, my head hits now, but there's another 3 or 4 inches above that, and then it'll shower down. The drain's over there. The drain needs to be moved here. Obviously, when we're showering in the middle, we need a large catch pan, which drains into the drain. The cabinet guy had a great idea about that pan, about doing a copper pan that's hammered out with a grate on top of it, which would be a beautiful look as you transition from the rear, from the front of the vehicle to the rear of the vehicle. So, very excited.
That is huge. So this is going to be gone, like Jeff said. We're going to have a shower head, and it's going to drain right down into the shower pan, which, you know, he had an idea of doing the hammered copper,
Yeah.
which would just be gorgeous with some kind of a grate on top. So when you would pass through, you're not even going to notice that you're walking right through the shower.
Right.
It's just going to look like some, you know, wood slats on the floor.
Right.
And as far as the doors go, so in the original layout of the Airstream, there was a toilet door that opened up and latched here. And there was another door in the bedroom that closed and latched as well. And that kind of closed off this hallway area as kind of like a changing area or whatever, because you could have access to the mirror if you had just come out of the shower. So we're going to kind of keep that same idea and have a door for the toilet that will open up and latch, but it'll go from floor to ceiling. And obviously on the inside, it's going to be all waterproof with whatever material we decide to go with. So that will actually form the back wall of the shower. And then the front wall of the shower will be another door that will start here and, no.
Yep.
Here?
Yep.
Okay. We'll start here and we'll open and latch over here, forming the back door of the shower. Again, all waterproof on the inside, so that when you are standing in here showering, you have a waterproof door in the front a waterproof door in the back. The whole toilet area will be exposed, but that's all going to be waterproof. As well as this area is going to be exposed, but that's all going to be waterproof. So that's the plan.
Right. You know, and the hallway is a little bigger than it used to be because they had to bump it out for the shower, even though it still didn't make the shower usable. So the doors that we took out are a little smaller than the ones we'll be putting back in.
Yeah, and I always felt like when we walked into the bedroom, I always felt very claustrophobic in here because the walls were in a little bit tighter. So this will open it up and kind of just give a little more hallway space, which I think will just give the whole thing a better, more open feel.
Right.
So here's the sketchy stuff. So we have this area over here, which used to be the shower, because the shower, I would now be in the shower in our old layout. So we have this space here, and my idea, of course, storage. It's unused space. We're not going to use it for anything. We need some storage here. So I had an idea. There was a wardrobe unit in the bedroom. I'll show you a picture here. There was a wardrobe unit in the bedroom that we had to get rid of to make room for the king bed. But my idea is to kind of take a similar thing, a wardrobe unit, and kind of put it here so that when the shower is not in use, it's closed off with the door. So you could open the door and access, whatever you're going to access in here. And then when the door swings open, it's part of the shower enclosure. Now, don't have any details on what this is going to look like and how it's going to be functional and how we're going to make it waterproof. But the guy said, don't worry about that. He thought it was a great idea and was like, yeah, definitely. We can definitely do something. There's all kinds of marine products that we could use to seal it. So he said, just tape it out and don't worry about it. So that's what we did. We just taped it out. We're not going to worry about it. But ideally, some storage here would be awesome. Great place to store towels, linens, whatever.
Agreed.
And then, did I talk about this?
No.
Okay, so then the last actually is the easiest, which is the toilet area. That's basically staying exactly the same. Toilet staying where it is. We've talked about maybe going a composting toilet, but we're not firm on that yet. So the toilet staying exactly where it is. The vanity and the sink is going back exactly where it was. Obviously, we're going to update it a little bit. We're going to change it and make it a little bit more narrow, the vanity, so that we have just a little more room for your knees, like when you're sitting on the toilet, when you're facing this way and you're sitting. It's already kind of tight because you have the wall here. And the old vanity kind of bumped out a little bit, which just made it a little more tight for your legs. So my thought is to just push it back a little bit, keep it long and narrow, a little more room for your knees when you sit here, and just hopefully feeling like it's a little more spacious. And then we're going to put some sort of a sink unit on top of a nice brand new counter with a nice fixture. And I think that's it, right? Not really sure. I mean, obviously we're going to have to address the lighting issue again as we continue through the RV, but I'm sure he'll figure out something.
Right. So the main things here, new wardrobe and unbelievably cool shower. The bathroom is pretty much staying as it is with some upgrades.
That is phase 2 of our reveal of our plan and what we're doing. So glad you guys asked us. And next week, stay tuned because we are going to move forward and show you how we are reconfiguring the kitchen.
Right.
Which is going to be awesome.
Yeah. Very important part, you know?
And I think the big thing too, which we talked about when we did the bedroom, is I was really nervous when we were removing all the storage. Like, oh my God, we're going to have no storage. What are we going to do? But as we work through this, we are gaining tons of storage. I mean, I think when this is all said and done, we will easily have double the storage, probably even more than that, once everything is in place with all the new cabinetry that we're doing. And that's not having one single hanging cabinet.
Right. We are losing some exterior storage, you know, so we do need to gain some back, you know, but I think Lynn's right. I think it's going to be a net positive when we're done.
That's our shower and bath.
Ta-da!
And we will see you next week. Have a great week.
All right, hang in there.
Thanks for watching.
Bye now.
Bye.